Protect yourselves at all times and obey my commands at all times. I expect a clean, fair fight. Touch gloves now if you'd like.
Fine, Evan Cutts taking on Kris Vereen and a rematch for the ages. One man will leave tonight the welterweight champion of the world.
And our main event for PFC 32 is underway. Cutts immediately moving forward behind that double jab, and that's what he said he was going to do, move forward. And these guys are already throwing more leather than they did last fight. KV with the back take and the quick takedown. Cutts on just one knee, looking to get to the cage. KV already finds himself in a nice position here. Hook in, halfway on the back of Cutts.
And both of these guys are well aware of the mistakes they made in the first contest. Put together a phenomenal game plan for what they feel will give them the opportunity to become the welterweight champion of the world.
KV just staying strong on that hook. Plenty of time to work.
Fantastic takedown defense by Evan Cutts, though.
Ooh,
but as soon as I say that,
yeah.
A little outside.
So that's all we need. You know, when you need action, you just say something,
Absolutely.
and it'll just happen. And this is just such a good position to just take your opponent's cardio away. Just make him hold your weight. Just make him, and just dragging. You can see KV just staying heavy on those hips. And again, you can see both of these men working hard to try to get it to the ground and keep it off the ground. Cutts doing a good job of jumping back to his feet each time. Looks like he's got his underhook here.
He's done a really good job of getting off the ground, but he's not able to break that grip.
Yeah, and KV just drags him back down again. And this is where things get real difficult, because the more times you do this, the more difficult it is to pop right back up. And KV just doing a fantastic job with that head pressure, not allowing Cutts just even any angle.
halfway through the opening round of this championship bout, Evan Cutts taking on Kris Vereen for the welterweight strap.
And that's what I really would like to see Vereen do. Hang heavy there and just start to throw some, nothing hard. Just reach out and touch somebody. A couple little taps will do. But here we're getting into that kind of lean game again. And unless we do get a takedown or any damage off of it, it'd sometimes be a little difficult to win rounds just like this, especially if Cutts gets out and maybe gets an exchange or two with 2 minutes left here in our first round. Plenty of time for Cutts to keep working.
Oh, that looked low.
Ooh, that one was good. And with a little over 1 minute left, we get a break, and we're back at striking range.
Both guys look very wary of the other one's power.
Evan doing a very good job defending that takedown. And that's really going to be what he needs to do. Because it seems to be that Vereen is looking to really rely on that grappling.
Well, Vereen's got to be careful because Cutts has landed a number of knees to the body, which are going to add up in this fight.
Yes, and there's another one. Nice
Beautiful elbow on the
elbow
break,
on the
wobbles,
way out.
cuts.
Oh.
Vereen again looking for that takedown.
And he gets
And
it
that-
right at the end of the round.
And a little bit of a grappling exchange there in our first round. I think we saw KV spend a little bit more time in that control position, although not able to land a ton of damage. And then Cuts winning a lot of those exchanges in the clinch with those short knees. See how those pay dividends later into the championship rounds.
When we still have 20 minutes ahead of us, both of these fighters understand that the pace may not be exactly what they thought it would be this early in the fight. We'll see how they recover and how they can start to prepare themselves for the second round.
Just looking back at these highlights, we can see a couple of the nice takedowns and drag downs that KV had, likely securing him the round if I had to guess. But again, the wrestler coach in me might be crying when I realize 4 knees are worth more than 4 takedowns.
It's tough out there.
It's a struggle out there for us.
Yeah, you know.
Well, second round of our championship main event. Evan Cuts taking on Kris Vereen. Evan Cuts coming out with an immediate jab. Both fighters throwing a flurry of combinations.
Ooh, big shots there from Vereen, or excuse me, Cuts. Vereen goes for the shot. This time, able to get the knees together and solidify all the way to the ground.
Looking for that leg lace here, stepping over. But Cuts doing a good job at trying to keep those feet to his butt. Pops right back up and immediately starts to land those knees again.
Cuts has been really good against the cage.
And Vereen was wincing just there. Looks like he thought it was a low blow.
Well, that was quite a long time to wait to call that low blow. You know, listen, I'm not hired by the commission. I don't do anything with the state, but I don't know what that was. That was about a 10-second wait. He waited.
Well, and you hate to see it get into a position where it looks like fighters are calling their own fouls.
Yeah, and that's happened a couple times now, where the referee acts or doesn't act, kind of late or early.
Yeah, I'd like
Well,
to.
let's see if we can take a look at the replay here, if they can bring it up so we can see if that was, in fact, a low blow.
Oh, that was after.
Well, that was right after. See if we can get the clip right before that.
And Vereen trying to get up, went right back down.
Yeah, he did.
It's going to be before that.
A little
one as
further
well.
back.
Let's see if we can go a little further back on that replay.
Well, it's such a long delay, it's hard to find it.
Yeah, it was about 10 seconds. I promise you, it was 5-10 seconds after. Now, I saw Vereen make the face. So I'm not saying he did
There's
look like
no doubt.
Yeah, he did look like he got hit in the groin, but the referee just waiting so long to call it gives Cuts kind of like a...
Here we go. Nope.
And we're going to watch this review of nothing. I like how all intently we all... we're like, oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, again, I don't even think you can... Boom. Oh, that was right to the groin, guys.
Okay.
That was straight to the...
Yeah.
Straight to the ladies.
All right, good call,
That was
guys.
the belt line. I'm going to say that was the belt line.
I'll give the benefit to the champ, but I won't disagree. It was pretty close. Back into the action, and they leave no time.
Nasty knee to the face there.
Oh,
Beautiful uppercut by Vereen.
he's been able to do some damage when he gets to the inside.
Cuts is definitely a lot more aggressive than he was in their first meeting, though. Oh, great defense from Cuts, because that was a deep shot from Vereen. Oh, little fucking almost Uchimata, but decides against it, not to give his back up.
And Cuts here dropping for a takedown. And he gets
Wow.
it.
Very nice.
Nice little leg lace there to get him off the fence.
And this is a bad spot for Vereen to be in right now.
Cuts
He's
crawling
tired.
well.
He's got a hook in. Can't take that back because of the cage, but
Yeah, he's got that opposite hand.
ooh,
Beautiful
nice
elbow.
backside elbow there.
You can see Vereen kind of trying to gather his breath and look for an explosion out. Just such a hard place to get any kind of rest in.
It looks like he's just trying to squat him up.
And Evan's going to be looking for a knee on this break as soon as Vereen's hand comes up.
Good job of keeping himself grounded, though, to protect himself from those knees to the head.
Definitely vet moves right there. See how even in the middle of this championship bout, able to keep his head about him. Turns in nice to that underhook.
The head pressure of Evan is keeping Vereen exactly where he wants him, up against the cage. Beautiful pummels getting the underhooks, keeping him pressed up against the cage and doing the work that he wants.
Cuts coming forward heavy now. Both men exchanging leather.
Oh,
Big body
body
kick.
And
shot.
KV looks tired, guys.
He looks very tired.
He did not look this exhausted in their first matchup.
Oh, great
But he
sprawl by
looks-
Cuts.
He looks exhausted here.
Yeah, dives on that takedown, still working on it.
Oh, and that's
Peruvian
a deep.
necktie.
That's a
No, he's
Darce.
got a Darce.
Or an
He's got a
anaconda.
Darce.
Deep.
And KV out. Big knee
Big
on
knee.
the entrance of the exit, excuse me.
And he timed that perfect.
And immediately drops for that takedown.
Evan Cuts starting to pull away on the second round here.
Another takedown. He just timed that knee perfect.
And this is exactly the position that Cuts wants to be on top in a ground and pound position on the champ. Doing a good job getting his knee in front of KV's knee, blocking him from turning in. Looking to take that back again. Gonna be hard with the cage there, but still. Oh, that
nice,
elbow
nice.
is ugly. Oh, you can see Vereen not a
He
fan
does
of
not
that.
like it.
And short time here left in our second round. Evan Cuts on top, pressing in.
Oh, that's a bad spot.
Big shots from Cuts as Vereen's back up on the cage. And that, guys, was a huge momentum shift for Cuts.
Vereen looks tired.
Yes, he does.
He looks very tired.
Well, and I can tell you, yesterday he did have to take a little bit of time to make weight, so will be interesting to see if weight cut has any effect there. I know Cuts was there early, so he obviously didn't have too big of trouble. You always wonder if that's affecting you. And then sometimes it doesn't matter. Just a big knee, a big shot just takes the wind out of you. And he has taken a few big ones to the midsection. So
When a guy like Cuts is putting that much pressure on you and then he's landing those shots, anytime you're moving backwards, you know better than anybody, it zaps your energy.
yes,
Yeah, Cuts was the second guy to weigh in.
yes.
And, Vereen took some extra time. There plays a psychological effect, too. You're still trying to make weight. You're struggling on the scale, and your opponent's already drinking.
Ooh, and Cuts comes right out, wasting no time. And you can hear Kendrick Williams begging Vereen, move your feet, move your feet.
Ooh. Oh, big
Beautiful
clinch
knee
knee.
there. Going for a Kimura is Evan Cuts.
Yeah, Cuts has
He's
got
got
that
it.
tight. Oh my
He's got
goodness,
it.
the champ is in a bad spot.
The cage is blocking it, but if he can step over, doesn't matter because he's got top position.
And now Cuts is really starting to turn the pressure up on Vereen. With that sub attempt, you can really start to see the fatigue setting in.
He is leaving his neck pretty open.
Cuts continuing the ground and pound, looking to drive that arm through for the choke. Looking to get that second hook.
Yeah.
Pretty hard there. The champ's doing a good job peeling him to the cage.
Cuts right now looking like he's just trying to get that right arm free so he can get to work on the ground and pound. There it is, yep.
Cuts riding heavy here. The champ struggling to try to get back to the cage. And again attacking the back, looking for those hooks, driving it in, pushing it through the cage.
And this is the worst possible position for KB to be in because he is carrying every ounce of Evan Cuts here.
Yep.
And Evan Cuts is a black belt, which means he's weighing about double the way he actually feels.
Right.
It's like a wet blanket smothering you.
Yes. Cold wet blanket. A heavy weighted cold wet blanket. And he's just
That's also punching you in the face.
That's also punching you in the face while somebody tells you,
Get up.
get up.
Why would they even make that?
And again, Cuts just kind of really dominating these grappling exchanges by staying in dominant positions, not overextending, and keeping himself in these submission positions. And Vereen, the champ, does a great job turning back in. Vereen's on, Cuts on that arm bar, but irrelevant. And Vereen decides to let Cuts back up.
Well, but again with the pressure by Cuts, non-stop, putting the champ on his heels.
Vereen is in a bad spot.
Yes, he
in
is.
a very bad spot.
He's in a very bad spot against a very dangerous man.
Cuts looking for that knee up the middle, who's really been paying dividends for him. And we find ourselves in the exact same position.
Oh, little sit to back.
And that's that black belt. That's that black belt. That slick transition.
Oh, watch his fingers.
Oh, nice. Right
Just
over the
a
mouth.
smother.
Let's go.
Just looking to disrupt the breathing.
That's what I do to my white belts when I'm having a hard day.
It's just a bully move, you know?
When I've had a bad day, you know, my kids have been a little rough at me. Catch a white belt.
Hey.
But it does, all joking
We
aside.
all have our vices.
Disrupts the... yeah. White belts, my favorite meal. The disruption of the breath is huge. And yes, it is. Oh, my goodness. The champ is in danger. Can Cuts get the finish and get the title? Vereen fighting to the very end. Cuts has got it deep. He's going Superman. And you can see
he's out.
Vereen doing a fantastic job, 2-on-1.
Championship heart by Kris Vereen.
Great adjustment by Cuts, though.
Yeah, Cuts abandons the attempt and maintains position, again, showing his pedigree.
And we talked about this with the amateurs. Position over submission and strikes.
Yes.
That's one thing we didn't see a lot from the amateurs that Cuts just showed us the importance of there. Instead of Vereen being back and then being back on their feet in a 50-50 position, Cuts maintains position.
Fantastic job by the champion getting back to his feet with 10 seconds to go.
Big shots by both guys there towards the end of the round.
Ooh, the champ going for the double.
To the championship rounds of our main event, PFC 32.
Guys,
wow.
Been a fantastic night. I actually had to go run back to the restroom for one moment and realized it was almost 12 o'clock. We've been going for a hot minute.
Time flies, you know?
It does.
Time
And
flies
now,
with great fights.
Here's where we find ourselves. Evan Cuts is pushing the champion to his limits. I do believe right now Cuts is up. In the other fight, it was pretty close back and forth. You had some of these moments, but in this match, it seems like Cuts is really dominating these positions. It'll be interesting to see what the champ does to come out. I know you could hear Kendrick Williams begging him to move his feet. Let's see if that's the strategy coming in to our fourth round. Chris Vereen just asked Evan Cutts what round it was, so that's
How many
interesting.
more?
Yeah.
That is not a good sign.
And Vereen, Cutts just straight forward again. He's been true to his word. He said, I'm going to move straight forward and get in his face.
Cutts is being smart. He's pushing him back, trying to dictate the pace of this fight. Ooh, great counter
Vereen
by
catches
Vereen,
him.
though.
And that's the thing. The champ has so much power that just one shot can really shift this fight.
Oh!
That two followed by the spinning again.
Now Vereen's got some life.
Vereen finds himself there on a back. Good takedown from the champ. And now the tides have turned.
Yep, and he's got one hook in.
Well, he needs this right here because...
And he's got a second hook in.
Oh, and he's got the choke.
in.
The champ on the back, and Evan
Now
Cutts.
he needs to try to rotate around.
And this is the cardio. You can see the wrestling transition there from Cutts, and Vereen just not able to get himself back into the top position.
And that is defeating for KV.
Oh.
He had such a big opportunity, and Evan Cutts reversed the position and immediately takes his back.
His first momentum in about 12 minutes.
Yes, yeah. And we find ourselves right back in the same position.
And now KV is about...
Sure.
Evan just doing a good job riding, staying low, looking for that damage opportunity. Looks to be shifting off to a triangle.
If you have to have someone on your back, this is where you want to be, where they don't have a ton of room to work.
Moving to these championship rounds, 2 minutes and 30 seconds coming up here in our fourth round. And again, part of the reason we see the champ so tired is he's been continuously fighting out of this position for the last 2.5 rounds.
When you have a high-level black belt on your back, like Evan Cutts, he's got the body triangle. He is squeezing every ounce of air from your body. This is not where KV wants to be in this moment.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Cutts doesn't really have to exert very heavily here, especially with that leg locked in that triangle.
Well,
he can really use that leverage to just keep control, and again, attacking the neck.
And you can see him torquing that body triangle, and when you're already gassed, it just makes it that much more painful.
And even with one arm under the chin and going over the mouth, going over the nose, he's disrupting the breathing of KV, which is making this position so much harder than it needs to be.
100%.
Oh, keeps locking that up, but the champ doing a good job of fighting those hands. And this is, again, like you said, just so difficult. You have a black belt on your back, and he's not moving. He's not like, I need to go somewhere. I'm happy right here.
Well, not only is he winning the fight, he's dominating the champion in a very close fight, which he truly believed that he won.
Yeah.
He didn't come out here to have a close decision. He came out here to make a one-sided statement that he is the welterweight champion.
So far, you could say he's doing that.
I would agree. KV doing a good job looking for that reversal.
Great reversal.
Back up.
Oh, very good.
And rushes in right to that headlock.
Oh, great strike out of the break.
And the crowd calling for the knee there, but KV just does not have the energy.
No.
He tried.
Cuts. Reversing on that underhook.
Again, phenomenal head pressure. Completely controlling KV up against the cage.
And here we are, guys. We find ourselves in the 5th and final round of our main event welterweight championship between Evan Cuts and our current champion, Kris Vereen. And as we were stating earlier, if this 5th round goes the way that the previous 4 rounds have gone, or at least the previous 3, I'll say, I do think we'll be crowning a new champion. So it'll be exciting to see KV come out and look for that finish, as I'm sure his coaches are telling him he's going to need a big round.
Well, if you're Mark De La Rosa, what are you telling KV in this 5th round that he needs to do in order to get a finish?
You know, one of the big problems is you know, if you've established a game plan and now this guy's taking advantage of your game plan, it can be sometimes hard to give side advice. But I think my biggest thing is, hey, look, he wants to grapple. Let's circle for a while and try to catch him as he comes in for that shot. Again, much easier said than done. And here we are, last round of the main event. These two gentlemen putting it all on the line here at PFC 32. Big exchange there from Vereen, the champ, landing heavy.
Well, he's doing what he has to do. He's throwing heavy.
And he needs to.
He's throwing a lot of volume. He's throwing heavy strikes right now.
Big shots there by Evan Cuts.
Big shot from
Big
Vereen.
shot there. Cuts starting to bleed out of the nose a little bit.
Kris starting off this round very well. Cuts underneath for the takedown.
Great entry.
The story of this fight, him dominating the ground. And with this takedown, could really bring Vereen to his last opportunities to find victory.
Well, great entry by Cuts, just ducking under that punch to get in there.
But Cuts is leaking from his nose. He may have a broken nose, because Kris Vereen hit him with some of the hardest shots that he's been hit with.
Yes, absolutely. The opening of this.
And clean.
If Vereen could have kept that going, or if he can keep this takedown from happening and do that again. But
Cuts relentless with the pressure.
Yeah, he will not be denied with this takedown.
And he's got a 2-on-1 on that backside arm.
And you can hear Johnny Bedford, his coach, telling Cuts, stay on top. Oh, and he locks up. That's a tight one.
And it's on the jaw.
He's cranking the jaw. Yep. KV escapes again. Three minutes left here in our final bout of the evening. Evan Cuts on the back of the champion, Kris Vereen. And what's been so far a one-sided grappling affair, with Cuts dominating most of those exchanges.
Vereen goes 2-on. Well,
Little over 2 minutes left here in our final round. Staying in this position, just relentless on the neck is Cuts. Short shots, squeezing that body triangle.
Vereen's doing a good job of protecting these submissions, but he needs to do something. He needs to find a way to get a finish if he wants to remain the champion.
Yeah, with so much time gone, and with 2 minutes left, I really feel like a finish might be Vereen's only option to retain the title. And you know, you hear some people in the crowd stand him up or this or that, but Cuts is doing enough. He's attacking submissions. He's throwing little strikes.
He hasn't stopped moving. He hasn't stopped hand fighting.
Well, he's dominated the champ for 23 and a half minutes.
Kutz looks like he's trying to turn in.
The champ desperately looking to get back to his feet or turn the position.
Kutz has just done such a good job of maintaining that body triangle with his legs.
And you can hear Bedford telling him 1 minute, win this thing. And the champ fighting, but Kutz just is not willing to move. He's got that outside leg lock that's so difficult to deal with because he can just re-enter it every time you kick it off. Less than 30 seconds in our final round. Kutz maintaining this dominant position with the champ unable to reverse or land.
10 seconds to go. 5th and final round. And it appears that Evan Kutz will become the new welterweight champion of the world.
Well, a fantastic fight from two fantastic veterans. A rematch for the ages, possibly a rubber match coming up. I'd be very surprised if Evan Kutz doesn't get the nod here. We will take it into the cage here in a moment to find that decision. Obviously, the judges will need a moment. Johnny Bedford excited for his guy, picking him up. Well, surprised he can even get Kutz around the ring. He blows a kiss here to the booth.
And some fan who clearly doesn't know who Johnny Bedford was just threatening to fight Johnny Bedford.
That's amazing.
So, if I can give any advice, if they're somehow listening, don't do that.
Don't do that. Me and all my friends aren't going to try to take Johnny Bedford. So.
Well, if you haven't already, be sure to follow PFC Media Guy on Instagram. The one, the only. He makes it happen, putting out the viral clips, capturing all of the viral content. PFC Media Guy. Check him out on Instagram. And with that, we will go to Jeff for the official decision to see who is crowned the welterweight champion of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, our judges at cage side are all in agreement at 49-46 to the winner by unanimous decision and new PFC welterweight champion, Evan the Butcher Kutz.
Kris, will you pray with me? Will you pray with me? I want to pray for all the kids.
Hey, before we do this, let's make sure that the whole crowd knows what we're taking part of. Evan, what were you just saying?
Hey, I was just saying, and I want everyone to pray with me because there's so many children in the world who are suffering for the sins of their parents. Father God, please be with those children. Jesus Christ, please be with those children. Give them some peace and some love. And in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Champ, fantastic fight. We know you didn't get the outcome that we wanted, but we can't wait to see you back in the PFC cage.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm a real fighter, no disrespect to other ones. I think a number 3 should be held off until I can get back to the drawing board and earn a number 3. There's welterweights in this division for the PFC that deserve a title shot. There's a guy, Perry Sturgill. He deserves a title shot. I just lost. I need to go back to the drawing board and earn earn another title shot. I don't want it handed because it's supposed to be a number 3. I don't want that. I want to earn it. So to the other welterweights, this is your chance. But I'm letting you know right now, that'll be my first, and I guarantee it on my kid's life, that'll be the last time I lose. You can take it to the bank, you can do whatever you want to. That'll be the last time I lose in this cage. But I'm gonna go back to the drawing boards, and I'm gonna earn my way back up. Where's Johnny Ross? I don't want a number 3 right now. I wanna earn it. I'm looking at you man to man. I don't care how many tickets it sells. I don't even care how much money it makes. I'm gonna earn it. I think Perry Stargell deserves a shot. You know, like I know he deserves a shot. There's other welterweights that deserve a shot. I'm gonna earn my way back up. It is what it is. Y'all can disrespect me or hate me, but I'm gonna earn that shit. That's how I get down.
Good fight. And to our new welterweight professional champion, how sweet does the rematch victory feel?
Oh man, it feels sweet. It really does feel sweet. I didn't agree with the judges on the first one. I'm glad they saw it on my way on this one. We worked a lot in camp that I've implemented a little bit of. I would like to keep working with some of my newer coaching staff. I got Joe Rodriguez is the newest one in my corner. Johnny Bedford's been there since day one. I've been with Johnny Bedford since 2007. He'll always be my head coach. But I love having other guys in my corner. I love having Don Doyle in my corner, undefeated pro right now. He's gonna fight in 2 weeks at AKA. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting local mixed martial arts. Without y'all, we would not have this arena to be blessed to compete as martial artists in.
Fantastic fight, fantastic victory, and new Evan Cutts.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, don't let me bleed on your suit, man. Don't let me bleed on your suit.
Well, just like that, Evan Cutts becomes the welterweight champion of the world. This was PFC 32. What a spectacular card, action-packed night of fights. Craig, any last-minute thoughts?
No, I think you said it perfectly. An amazing night from start to finish, action-packed. It was a fantastic to join you guys. Brad Robinson, thank you, sir. Remington Steele, thank you, sir. I can't wait to see you guys next time at PFC 32.